Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to go over how you add and subtract fractions. So before I begin, I'm just going to go over some basic terms with fractions. So here we have a general fraction, so we've got 1 over 2. The number at the top, so the 1 in this case, we call the numerator. And the number at the bottom, in this case 2, we call the denominator. So throughout this video I'll be using these terms numerator and denominator. So all you need to remember is that the numerator is the number at the top and the denominator is the number at the bottom. So before we go into how you add fractions in this form, I'm going to begin with using circles instead. So assume that these circles all represent the same thing. So for example, cake. And we are splitting this cake into 4 equal pieces. Okay, now one person is going to receive one of these pieces and another person is going to receive 2 of these pieces. So in terms of the cake, if you were to think about how much of the cake has been given away, we've given away one portion to one person, so that's this portion here, and we've given away another 2 portions to someone else. So 1, 2. So we've given away one portion away here, another 2 portions away here to someone else. So altogether we have given away 3 portions. And you will notice that in terms of the circle here, there are 3 portions highlighted. One there, and one there. Okay, so one portion given away to one person, 2 portions to someone else, which means that we've given away 3 portions altogether. Now if we think of this one portion on its own, so this cake was split into 4 pieces. So the portion that we gave away was one of those 4 pieces. So one of the 4 pieces was given away to the first person, which is a quarter of the cake, or 1 over 4. To the second person we gave away 2 of the 4 pieces, or 2 quarters. So that means that altogether 3 of the 4 pieces were given away. So you should be able to see a pattern emerging here, where we've got 1 quarter plus 2 quarters equals 3 quarters. And you'll notice that the number at the bottom, or the denominators in these 3 fractions, is the same. And that is your first rule. If the number in the question, in the denominator of the fraction, so in this case 4, so if this number is the same, then the answer shares the same number. So in this case it's 4, so there's a 4 here, a 4 here, so the answer has a 4. So the number at the top is simply 1 plus 2 to give us 3. And you can simply add them if the denominator is the same. So the 1 plus 2 over 4 gave us our 3 over 4. So just to go through an example with fractions on their own and not using circles, if we had 3 over 7 plus 2 over 7, now as the denominator in the question is the same, so in this case 7, the answer shares the same denominator, so that's 7, and the number on the top will be 3 plus 2, plus because we're adding them together. So that gives us 5 over 7. And so just another example, so if we had 7 over 10 plus 2 over 10, so the denominator will be 10, as it is the same in both of these questions, and at the top of the fraction, so our numerator will be 7 plus 2, so that's 9 over 10. So that's pretty much it with addition. So Now to move on to subtraction. So with subtraction, the process is exactly the same, apart from you're subtracting as opposed to adding. So if we had 9 over 10 minus 5 over 10, the denominator is 10, as it remains the same as these. And the number at the top would be 9 minus 5, which gives us 4 over 10. So another example, if we had 7 over 15 minus 2 over 15, then the denominator is 15, and the number at the top is 7 minus 2, which gives us 5 over 15. Okay, so just to finish off, we'll have 4 final questions. So A, 15 over 20 plus 1 over 20. B, 7 over 10 plus 2 over 10. C, 20 over 25 minus 9 over 25. And D, 25 over 29 minus 10 over 29. So if you'd like to pause the video now, give yourself a chance to answer these questions, and then unpause, and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, so to go through the answers, so for A, we had 15 over 20 plus 1 over 20. So the denominator remains the same, 20. And the number at the top, so the numerator, will be 15 plus 1, which is 16. So 16 over 20. So for B, again, the denominator is the same, so it's 10. And the number at the top will be 7 plus 2, which is 9. So 9 goes at the top. For C, now this is subtraction. The denominator is the same at 25 because it's the same here and here. And the number at the top will be 20 minus 9, which equals 11. And here, for D, the denominator, again, is the same, so therefore is 29. And then the numerator will be 25 minus 10, which gives us our 15. So 15 over 29. So hopefully you got those 4 questions right. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any comments, then please leave them below. Okay, thank you.